Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream. We're here, talk about all the recent news. So much information to talk about. So much, you get me, breaking news today. I think there's a lot of news coming out today. So much, not just one or two things. There's like 500 things coming out at once from all clubs. You know, Garnacho headed to Chelsea. I'm sure Chelsea fans are excited to watch Garnacho play for their club. Arsenal not signing Eze. You get me? We're going to be asking if United fans are Balebas. You get me? And Rodrygo and Donnarumma to City. Crazy times. Crazy times. I asked him if he's going to have a meltdown in the background. He asked me, meltdown why? Eze is not going to get us over the line anyway. The man, the myth, the legend, the fraud, and like Dayo is in the building. How are you doing, Dayo, mate?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How you doing? What's up? Well, how you guys doing?
Good.
I'm good. I'm chilled.
I'm great. I'm great. Big up to you. Big up to you.
You know me, I like data and I like to look at where the problems are, you know, and I do it in hierarchy. The things that need to be sorted need to be sorted. If you are going to get easy, get me a left winger. That's what I asked for. Because, you know, we're going to lose a left winger this season. Trossard is injured right now, by the way. So let's not even do the whole... Martinelli is the only out-and-out left winger we have that is functional. Functional. You heard the word I used? Functional. I didn't say good or complete. That's the only left winger we have right now. And for me, I still say Madueke for me is a cover for both sides. So he's not my starting left winger for me if I had to do it. So we'll see. The window is not closed. And we're known to do stuff on the last day, but they better not be a Raheem Sterling this time around.
Yeah, you might hijack Garnacho. Anyway, I was telling him in the background that he's a greedy bastard because he couldn't even let me have one season. He couldn't just let me have just one season. This guy did 4 in a row. 4 in a row, chat. 4 in a row. And he couldn't let me just do 2 in a row in peace. He has to just be on my ass. Signing Rodrygo seems like, and Donnarumma. You get me? Can't even let me breathe. Just go back to back just one time. Anyway, he's my favorite City content creator to work with because LB is on a hiatus. Man like Martin is in the building. How do you Martin?
Cheeky bastard. LB's on hiatus. LB's gone up in the world. No, I'm doing well. Just sorry I was late. I was putting a bit of petrol in the car. Seeing as now we're spending again, you know, I just need it.
Oh,
I do apologize. I apologize. We're now ruining your window again now.
You haven't ruined my window.
Dayo wanted a left winger all summer, and we've just gone, nah, we're gonna sell a left winger to buy your left winger target.
We're gonna speak about it now. I actually look forward to this right here. Anyway, from Mank to another Mank. Keep getting Guehi. We're gonna ask him if he's a Baleba. Man like Ahmed is in the building. How are you doing, Ahmed, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, man. What's everyone saying? Yeah, pick up the comment section. I know they missed me. I see Hussam saying Baleba's overrated, but listen, everyone's got opinions. He's a Wharton fan now all of a sudden, but if it was all the way around, we'll see what happens, man. Maybe it would have been a Wharton overrated.
What do you mean? What is this?
I know Hussam, I know his player profile. He likes, as a profile, he prefers Baleba, but because it's Wharton and he might go to Liverpool, he suits slot. He has to play for it. You get me? Come on.
Bro, Wharton won't come to Liverpool. Says who is coming to Liverpool?
No,
signing Guehi, not Wharton.
Come on now. Come on.
Come on, bro. What? I didn't say it. It's just I can't have an opinion.
People think that I know Hussam, bro. I've known this guy for ages, bro. don't gaslight me. See, I said
Baleba is slightly overrated, which is true. I don't think he's worth 112 million.
But that's the thing, Hussam. The price that is named is just named by the club and what they value him at. No, of course, we all know that that's not the value.
Dayo, please don't do this. Come on,
me
and you. Dayo. If you went to Real Madrid themselves right now and offered them 112 million for Camavinga, they'd say yes.
Is Caicedo overrated?
Hussam, what I'm saying.
Yes, Caicedo's overrated. Are you mad?
Hussam,
even right.
You missed my whole point. You missed my whole point.
No, I don't think Rice is overrated.
this guy don't think Rice is overrated, but Caicedo, yes. Nah.
I've always said I think Chelsea's best midfielder is Enzo. I never changed my opinion on that. Bro, Ahmed, just because I rate Salah doesn't mean that according to your logic, like I don't rate technical ability. Salah has technical ability. You're just blind to it. And also Salah been getting GA for like 9 years in a row. So at some point in time, you're going to have to go like, okay, these numbers are insane. Anyway, final person joining us as well. You get me. Bridge Nation in the location. No domination. Just top 4 nation. Madwake Nation. Ruined as a nation. Bridge Nation is in the building. Hi, Ahmed.
How are you doing, boys? Hope you do well. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Apologies for the lateness.
Big up. Listen, big up everyone locked in. Make sure guys are liking the video. Make sure guys subscribe. There's already 400 people in here. We haven't even started the stream yet. So please hit the like button now and subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Please, every single one of you guys right here, right now, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Keep getting stuck in the chat. Keep getting involved. Keep letting me know your opinions. And please, I always say this because you guys always come back and ask me, where can I find this guy? Where can I find that guy? All the links are in the description. The Mancunian Way, Banter on the Pitch, Ballers United TV, and the Bridge Nation. They're all in the description. Please go give them a subscribe now. So I usually start with one of my rival clubs, but this time I'm going to give you guys a special treat to start the stream. We're going to start off with my club. But instead of me telling you my opinion, I'm going to let you guys tell me your opinion because the chat already know my opinions on Liverpool Football Club. So, Isak, Guehi coming to the Reds. I'm going to start with our biggest rivals because number 21 is coming. Ahmedinho, talk to me, blood. What are you saying about this Liverpool window?
Yeah, as a United fan, I just have to rate it, innit? Like, it's a very good window. You know, Liverpool are doing something that we're not really accustomed to. We've never seen them be this ruthless. Credit to the manager. He's proven to them that, you know what, he's the guy. He got Chiesa. Now he's like, you know what, any player that I want now, I've proven to you guys that I can win a title. Now I want to try and do it again and maybe win a champs, one or the other. Then he's going to literally demand and just get the players like Wirtz and Isak. And they're also, because the thing is, because this window, I believe, is not going to happen again, they're probably just trying to get everything right now rather than having to catch up for the next other year. So they're trying to get everything patterned up because Ekitike, yeah, he's quality and he's young. Isak, he's he's already an established goal scorer. So getting him, if you look at the striker market right now, he's probably the best option. So they're literally getting every single position that they need. And then that's it. Guehi, I think he's a good player in it. I remember watching in the Euros. I actually think that him and Kobe Mainoo were the two best players in the Euros, the two standouts. He's a very good player. I'm not just saying that because, listen, I can banter Liverpool, but Guehi is a good centre back. And Konate, I don't know what's happening with him, but he's got some injuries here and there. So we're
signing that Italian kid as well, Leone as well. So we got 5 centre backs to the club.
Yeah. 5 centre backs. You see what I mean? That's a lot of centre backs. Guehi is quality, and the thing is, you got to look at it with Van Dijk. There's only so much here. Like, listen, he's 34. He's a great centre back, but they need to plan for the future in it. Like, he's getting on now, and he's obviously had that massive injury. I know he's still quality, but you know what? They're probably going to get another centre back in the future, I would say. And yeah, their midfielders pretty much. What really impressed me is with their midfielders. Like last game, you know how you guys played what's it called?
Palace.
You guys played Palace. No Gravenberch, no McAllister. Overall, like I know you lost, but you guys were the better team for about 90 minutes, I would say. I know Palace were creating more chances towards the end, but it shows you that without players, that slot can still do something in it. Like the system is that strong, and your transfer window, I would say it's probably been the most ruthless and the best one out of the lot. I'd probably put Man City second and maybe Tottenham and then United at the bottom in it, if we was to compare. But yeah, bro, like I have to respect it. Like it's a solid window. Like Ekitike, we was literally arguing last stream about who's better about Ekitike. Do you remember? It was, who's better, Ekitike or Isak?
I'm the only one that's back. Do you remember this, huh?
Yeah. To be fair, he did back it in. He did back it that Ekitike is quality. But yeah, bro, like For me personally, I want this Isak thing done in it. Like I'm seeing all over my Twitter, like it's getting boring now. I'm so bored of it. Like I'm not even salty. I'm so bored of the Isak saga in it. So you have to. He definitely wants to come to.
Salah about to have 27 assists next season. It's gonna be a madness. Honestly, I think he's gonna break the assist record with Isak there. I don't think he'll do the 2020, but he's definitely gonna break the assist record.
Now, I think Salah will probably get more assists than he will get goals. I would say.
I agree.
I think that's what's going to happen. He'll still score a ridiculous amount. I don't know how many Premier League goals he got last season, but I would say it's going to be a bit less than that because that was a mad season. So, yeah, bro, with Liverpool, I do think they're strong favourites. It just depends what Man City do. It just depends what Man City do because you see with Rodrygo, he's getting linked to City after selling the potential.
Wait. Hold your horses. We're gonna talk about City.
We'll get to me.
I just want to get you guys.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was a City. I forgot. Listen,
he was a City fan.
Talk about the leopard in the tree. We'll talk about the big boy.
Bro, leopard in the tree.
You carry on.
Whoa. Ain't no leopard in the tree, nothing. First of all, big up to Mo for the raid.
You're going to be a leopard when we finish.
Big up
to
Mo for the raid, guys. We got 700 people in here. Please smash the like button, chat. I don't want to keep stopping the show. Tell the guys to like and subscribe. So please just close the live chat, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel right here, right now. By the way, Papa Bear, the assist record is 20. It's held by what's it called? KDB. He equalized the number. With Henry, both of Henry and KDB. They equalized it, but they never got to assist number 21. Blaze says, Caicedo's overrated, but Squirts is Hussam, best 10 in the world. First of all, 0 out of 10 rage bait. You're usually better at rage bait than this, Blaze. Second of all, I'm consistent energy with all the clubs. Guess what? Last season, I said Partey was Arsenal's best midfielder, Enzo was Chelsea's best midfielder, and McAllister was our best midfielder. I'm sorry, in the midfield for me, passing is the most important attribute. It's just how it goes. I cannot have a midfielder that his passing is average. You tell me he's the best player in the world in his position. Total bullshit, by the way. Total bullshit. And I don't think Wirtz is the best 10 in the world. I think Jude Bellingham is, because I respect consistency and delivering at the highest level. Jude Bellingham is an unbelievable number 10 for me, and he deserves the credit. But anyway, I don't want to unpack that. So, back to the topic. Martin, you've been chatting a lot of shit about my club. By the way, guys, open floor after this. I don't want to keep saying your name.
No, whoa. I've been very...
Martin, he's got something about us Manx, bro. Sam's got an agenda about us Manx.
Yeah, I went to the two Manx first. I went to the two Manx.
I
went to the two Manx first.
Bro,
I know what I'm doing.
He's got a vendetta, mate. He's got a vendetta.
Oh, well. At least two of us are from where we say. Wait, no, what is no, in all seriousness. Right, no, I'll get serious now. Listen, do I think Liverpool have done very well? I think they have. I think they have shown a different side of themselves. The FSG have backed them. A little bit to the dismay to the Reds. Is it Boston Red Sox or whatever? They're the ones suffering.
Anyway, sports group.
Yeah, they're the ones suffering this year. I think you're just going to alternate at the moment of where you go and who gets the money, who doesn't. Because funnily enough, I don't know what's always they've sold or traded their best players away from them. So obviously, no. I think Liverpool. My worry for Liverpool was if they bought centre backs. If they get Mark Guehi, then I think, because I always believe, very similar to City, Liverpool had a soft underbelly at the back. I think both City and Liverpool could be got out of the back. I think they both got a soft underbelly. And I've always said this, I don't think either team are going to be that bothered about defending this year. I think we just both, when City and Liverpool play each other, put money on fire. I know some people don't bet here and I get it. But honestly, if you do bet, stick a 5-5 on it. Because it's going to be stupid like 4-4, 5-5, 6-6. We're going to get something crazy in that game.
That's always been the best game of football, I'd say, over the last 7-8 years.
I know, but I watched your game and you went 2 at the back. I watched my game on Saturday. We ended up with 2 at the back. It's like, anyone want to defend, or are we just going with what we're going here?
Can I ask a question, man? Oh, sorry, I didn't. Sorry, man. I didn't know. Listen, Sam, we got after a real question there, man. There's a key word I like to use here: integration. You know, a lot of guys are coming in.
Your voice is cutting out a little bit.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. There's a lot of integration that needs to happen in this team, but the amount of players you're buying. So, how do you see that going? Because there's quite a few players you brought. It's gonna take
Great question.
You know what I mean? Sometimes it takes a bit of time. Obviously for these guys.
I don't think
yeah,
team, I don't. That's where I don't think our team will be allowed any kind of settling in period.
That's what I was gonna say.
This is not going to be a settling.
But here's the thing. I'd say the most successful club in our lifetime has been Manchester United. The one who did this best was Alex Ferguson. Ferguson, with Rooney and Ronaldo, bought Tevez and then bought Saha and then bought Berbatov and then did all that around them. I think the biggest positive is buying Guehi, who's Premier League proven, been there, done that already. Kirk has Premier League proven, been there, done that already. And then you've got Isak, of course, Premier League proven, been there, done that already. Now, Florian Wirtz has had the entirety of preseason and played a Community Shield game in which he looked really good in. So you've got already he's adapting. I'd say probably adapted already. Frimpong, he was in the City Academy, so it's not like he knows the language. He's played in the.
He's very good at going forward, but he's not
I think this is very key for me because, if you tell me, okay, let's use another club as an example. If I look at City, who's gonna take less time to integrate, Ait Nouri or Sharky? I think Ait Nouri is gonna take less time because he's experienced all this before. He's went away to Anfield before. He's went away to Old Trafford. He's went away to the Emirates. He's experienced all these things before. And that's why for me, I've been saying this, and Martin will vouch because he's actually in the chat when I said it. I've consistently said signing Guehi is just as important as signing Isak. Because he's a Premier League proven captain, been there, done that for the last 5-6 years, literally led Crystal Palace to the first ever trophy. So for me, I think this whole Premier League experience thing is an actual thing. It's not just some made-up joke. It's a thing. And it helps when you do that. Now, in terms of integration, you're correct. It might take a bit of time, but now, see how I use United as an example? I'll use your club as an example, Ahmed. Here's what Chelsea did smartly before you were a joke club under this American ownership before. What you used to do smartly was you used to keep a spine and then upgrade around the spine.
Yeah,
your spine was Czech, Terry, Ashley Cole, Lampard, Drogba, and then around that buy whoever you want every season. And that's what we're doing right now because the spine is there. Alisson, Konate, Virgil, McAllister, Gravenberch, Salah, the spine is all there. If I count Gakpo, that's 7 players as well. So you got 6 or 7 spine players that are there consistently, and I'm just upgrading around them. So if you look at it from a basic perspective, Kerkez is an upgrade on Robertson. Frimpong is a downgrade on Trent, 100%. I'm not even going to gaslight. Wirtz is an upgrade on Szoboszlai. And Isak is a massive upgrade on any striker we had. So the only position really where we downgraded is probably right back.
I don't even think integration is a problem. Again, it's what we're talking about here, professional footballers and a manager that says, this is a system I'm going to play. I need you to play it this way. They'll do it out in training. It doesn't take these guys. They don't need 20 games to integrate. I think fans like to put that out there just to give it a whole, integration. How is this going to work? No, I don't think so. Especially when the players are played in the English Premier League already. If they've already been playing in this league, they've played against these same players. Isak has played against Van Dijk. So if Isak joins Liverpool tomorrow and they're training, they know themselves that this is not a case of, just what I'm saying, it's not a player coming from the outside that hasn't played against them. Again, certain players who are even coming from other leagues who have played against English clubs and joining those English clubs have had some type of experience with this English club. If you played against Man City and Man City buys that player and he joins them, he's played against that Man City defense, at least in 1 or 2 games over, in the Champions League. So this integration thing, what I think this season is going to be about, honestly speaking, is he who wants it best in every game. The team that wants to win it.
Yeah.
In every single game. That's what this season comes to. You have about 5 teams with 5 top strikers across Europe right now in the Premier League. You have 5, even the prospective top strikers that everybody's looking at. You have a lot of them in the Premier League. This season is going to be about the game itself, just like what happened with the Community Shield. Liverpool were the favorites. Let's not come here and try to gaslight it. Liverpool were the favorites. But football is not mathematics. 2 + 2 does not equal 4. You can have all the possession, do everything you need to do, make 2 mistakes in the back, and that's it, done. The team that makes the least mistake this season, the team that wants it the most, wins the league this season. Forget who has who and who doesn't have who. That helps. That gives you.
What do you think as a title rival though of Liverpool's business this summer?
I think your business has been phenomenal. I've been saying it. I had a conversation today with a friend of mine. He's an Arsenal fan as well on my job, and I told him, I said, the Liverpool squad that I'm looking at right now goes on to win the league on paper for the best team. Like, they will just go on and sweep the league. I said, but we all know that's not how football works. We've seen a City team that was trailing 8 points behind Arsenal, and everybody's like, oh, the league is over, 22-23. Oh, it's over. 5 more games to go, and City just comes, overtakes, and they're done. Football is not mathematics. Do you understand? So there's not a case of, if you talk about the business phenomenal. What Liverpool has done this season, I think you strengthened in places that you were strong already. Like Martin said, I think your defense is still the only other place. Now, if you get Guehi, and I'm only speaking to the players you have now, Guehi has not signed yet. When he signs and it's official and he's holding a jersey, that just tells me that you've gone in and you solidified that place. So for me, that's how I look at it. Any player that is not yet in the club, I'm not hoping and keeping my fingers crossed, because the market is a crazy market. Somebody's just going to come in, hijack it, it's done, it moves on. You have to go find the next person on your list. But the business that Liverpool has done so far, like if Liverpool goes into this season even without Isak right now, they're dangerous, very dangerous. With Ekitike up front, Ekitike just proved to us that he'll put away all the goals that Darwin Núñez missed. He literally just showed us that he will put away those goals, right? So again, Liverpool looks set for the season. All things being equal, you guys get your defenders so that there's no excuse when I win the league. Do you understand? Like, get everything that you need so that there's no excuse when you can't tell me, oh, we didn't get Guehi, that's why you guys won. I don't want to hear it at the end of the season. They're just letting you know.
Yeah, but sometimes you need certain positions to strengthen. And there's a reason why Liverpool, we don't usually do this, but the reason why we're doing this right now is the fact that, bro, like, we need center backs. There's a reason why Martin said what he said. We're not just signing Guehi either. We're signing Guehi and
Leone.
And that Leone kid as well from Italy. So we're giving ourselves an extra body, which I think is necessary considering the fact that Joe Gomez is made from Weetabix and can't be relied on.
Is he still at the club? There's no way he's still at the club, bro.
I swear he's still at the club. I swear he is. He actually is. I think Joe Gomez. Can I tell you something? I think Joe Gomez is like our version of Tomiyasu. Low-key, when he plays, he ain't even that bad. But he's just, the problem is when he plays.
It's like he's been so injury prone. Like, I was like, he must be good at this point, surely. But like,
yeah, he's still.
But again, if at the time he got injured, if he had like a 4-year contract, for example, you don't want to terminate that contract as a club because you get to pay him off for all those years. Yeah, there's a whole lot of things that you need to do. Like Tomiyasu only had a year left, which is why he could negotiate. They could negotiate with him, like, dude, you got a year left, man. Like, you can take a bit of a pay and leave now, and we'll see. But if you still have like 2 years, dude, you do the maths. Like literally, like it's. And then again, of course,
he's not on that much money. I'm pretty sure he's not on that much money.
Maybe he's not earning that much as well. But again, he's also one of those players who, when he is fit, we have seen that he does a job for them. He comes in and does a job if he's needed. So, but I don't think you guys are going to need him with all the depth.
You're saying Dayo. You're saying that Liverpool have to win a treble, innit? They must, innit?
Well, why do we always do this?
They have to win a cup.
So, I'm in City's position for the first time in my life, where everyone's looking at me and saying, you should win, you must. I get it. I get it if you say you must win the Prem or the Champions League.
I'm proposing a question.
No.
Don't tell me you must win the treble. What kind of logic is this?
Hold on, Ahmed, let me break something down to you.
Do you know that historically, like 7 clubs have won the treble or 6 clubs?
We will not let you do this, Hussam. Let me tell you why we will not let you do this. When City won the league the season before and then went and strengthened and brought in Haaland and everybody and then went on to win the treble, we said you must. And City did what they went and they showed it. They must.
But I never said that.
No. So now you won the league.
I said City must win the Champions League. That's what I said.
Listen, you won the league last season with Mo Salah, the highest goal scorer and highest assist of the season, breaking every record. You are bringing in Isak, the second highest goal scorer from last season, to join your squad. Wait, hold on, stop it. Let me finish. You brought in Ekitike, top potential striker from Frankfurt, to your club. You have brought in Wirtz, player of the year, twice, back to back in the Bundesliga. When you had clubs like Bayern Munich and you had Bayern Munich players, they win player of the year twice, back to back, to strengthen your midfield. You have brought in Frimpong, maybe, yes, you say a downgrade, but a solid fullback going forward. You brought in Kirkes, who is an upgrade to your Robertson. If you don't win a quadruple this season, I don't want to hear it. You have to win all 4 trophies.
So basically, he's given Arsenal. You just given Arsenal.
Listen.
First of all, okay, stop. Everyone stop. Everyone stop. First of all,
wait, let me finish.
No. Now you said you
let Dayo cook. Let
me speak.
He's cooking. Let him do it.
Let me finish. No, I will not, because again, your manager came into the league.
Martin, why are you gaslighting?
No, yeah, we are going to do this today. Your manager came into the league.
I love that everyone's ignoring us.
Decided that, you know what?
Oh, we're gonna talk about you. We ain't gonna ignore you. I promise you, we're not gonna ignore you.
Martin, this guy's manager showed up one season. Ahmed, listen to this. I said, hey, everybody, take a back seat. I'm Arne Slot. I'm here. Wins the league. Boom. Wins the league with Chiesa. With Chiesa. And then they now give him all these guys, and you're telling me not to tell you that you must win the quadruple. If you have Isak on your team, Mo Salah on
won the league of Kwanzaa, man.
Yeah, but Klopp believed in it. Did he not believe in it?
If you have Isak on
won
your
the
team,
league of Bradley. Let's not forget that.
Even that quad for Sam. Come on.
You must win all 4 trophies, including the principal.
Klopp was only 2 games away. Remember, Klopp was only 2 games away, people.
Win everything. I don't want to hear it this season. You must win everything. You cannot have a window like this. Spend all of this good money that you have spent. And again, I'm being honest, right? Because at the end of the day, your squad right now is levels above every other person. If you bring in Isak, if you bring in Guehi, let's be honest. So Sam, I'm not even trying to gaslight you here. If you put your squad the way they are with Isak in that squad and Guehi toe to toe with any squad in the Premier League this season, your levels above us.
Okay, let me respond now. We get to your point. Let me respond. First of all, when you say win the quadruple, no team in the history of English football has ever won the quadruple. Arsenal with Thierry Henry didn't win the quadruple. See, Dayo, how he interrupts after 3 words. Dayo, you need to understand how to listen to understand. Don't just listen to respond, please. Because I'm going to cook you and Ahmed both right now. We're both going to be in the pressure cooker. Ahmed is going to get roasted now after you. I'm not even going to roast. But you see this Ahmed fraud, I'm going to roast him. Number one, no team in the history of English football ever won a quadruple. That's number one. Number two, across history, when you talk about you didn't win the quad, stop it. Community Shield doesn't count.
We won the formidables.
No. Community Shield doesn't count. Allow it. So
I'm not allowed to do it. All right.
Yeah, Community Shield doesn't count, Martin. You're much bigger than this now. Allow it. These are not 90 days anymore. This is 2025. No one counts this. Now back to the topic. No team in history has ever won the quadruple ever in English football. Thank you to Southampton for beating Man City, by the way. Big up Southampton. So it's just never happened in history. Second of all, you must, because you signed all these players. Real Madrid have probably had the best starting 11s and best squads over the last 15 to 20 years. You know how many trebles they won? 0. That's with Mourinho, with Ancelotti, with Zinedine Zidane. Forget all this, Arne Slot came in and said this. I'm talking about some of the best managers ever, and they haven't won the treble. That's number 2. Number 3, I'm going to ask Mr. Ahmed a question. I'm going to name 2 players. Just tell me who's better, okay? Van der Sar or Alisson?
Van der Sar.
Neville or Frimpong?
Neville.
Ferdinand or Van Dijk?
Ferdinand.
Vidic or Konate?
Vidic.
Who was your left back that season? Oh, Evra or Kirkes?
Evra.
Scholes or Gravenberg?
Scholes.
That's a common team, man.
Wait, Habibi, wait. Who's the other midfielder?
You've got Roy Keane as well. You've got Carrick.
No. I'm not talking about Roy Keane. Okay, McAllister or Anderson?
Anderson was he was finished with injuries, to be fair. When we got him.
McAllister, no problem. Okay, so Wirtz or Wayne Rooney?
Rooney, obviously.
Ronaldo or Salah?
Ronaldo now.
Okay. Okay, Saha or Isak?
Saha.
Okay, Tevez or Gakpo?
Tevez any day.
Okay, you see the team that you just put 10 Man United players in a combined 11 with me, and you gave me McAllister because Anderson was finished. That team didn't win the quadruple.
I didn't say quadruple. If you actually, I said treble. I didn't say quadruple.
You
So,
said
wallahi,
quadruple. Also, by the way, even if you're saying wait,
Dayo.
I said
even if you're
quadruple.
saying treble, wait, Dayo, don't interrupt, please. Even if you're saying treble, I just named a starting 11 of yours that won the treble, that you put 10 of your starting players ahead of mine. So why should I win the treble?
Okay, I'll tell.
I'd
Okay,
probably say the same. I'd probably put.
listen.
You've been caught out, you
I'd put a
fraud.
lot. I'd put a lot of that players.
You've been
again.
caught out, you fraud. I have never ever said. People in the chat will vouch. Wait, Ahmed, you've been working with me for a while. People in the chat will vouch. It's the ones who have been watching me for the last 4 years. And actually, Martin, even when he hated me at the start, will vouch. I've always said City must win the Champions League. I never said we win the treble, ever.
Yeah, no,
Or even
so City's treble winning 11 would pace United's 11. I really do believe that.
No, but Hussam, you know how you.
Never
Hussam,
mind
you know how you.
Liverpool.
So all I'm saying is like,
Sam,
all I'm saying is I didn't even expect that of City. All I said was you must win the Champions League. That's all I said.
Okay, so Sam, your question earlier was, what do we think about the Liverpool window? And everybody here agrees. Hold on, Ahmed. Everybody here.
You can't request something that's never happened in history.
Hear what I'm saying, Sam. Forget that.
Quadruple has never happened. Do you understand?
Well, you got a stupid team, man. That's what you were saying.
Forget the quadruple. Hold on. Even forget the treble, Hussam, so that you don't use that and hang on it and not answer these questions. A simple question. You asked, how do we see your window? And everybody says phenomenal. Do you think that this Liverpool team, right, getting Guehi, getting Leone, getting Isak in your squad with the current squad that you have is only good enough to win the Prem, or can you win a double?
No. I think we're gonna win 2 trophies, but I don't know which 2 trophies they are. But it has to be one of the. It has to be one of the majors. So okay, guys, can we be honest here? If Liverpool, let's say, win the Champions League and the FA Cup, are you gonna sit here and tell me we failed?
No. I'm not.
I'll tell you why you can't say that. Because when it comes to an 11 to win a league, it's very different to win a Champions League, an FA Cup, and a Carabao Cup.
Yeah,
very different. Because in the Carabao Cup or an FA Cup, it's a one-off game.
I know that. I know that. I'm just asking him what he thinks his squad is capable of doing. As
by the way, can I just say one thing as well, Dayo, please?
By the time they get to the FA Cup, they might have 6 injuries.
Yeah. And another thing, do you know that in the Champions League, if we were on the other side, we would have made the final?
Well, Hussam, again, my thing is, I'm just
and then you would have sat here going like, oh, you made the Champions League. I'm not even going to claim that we would have beaten PSG in the final. But who could have stopped us on the other side? Bayern, Inter, Barcelona with that big high line. Do me a favor. Come on, Dayo.
Also would have
That's what about Scudi.
No, Barcelona would not beat us. With a high line. Bro, they fucking allowed Acerbi to score.
My question to you was a simple question. As good as your squad looks,
I expect you in multiple trophies.
That's all I wanted to hear. I wasn't like,
but not everything like what you're saying.
That's why I said forget
my squad's finished. I'm expecting to win 2 trophies at the end.
I'm expecting to win something this season as well. Everybody who's
I mean, so everyone's expecting to win trophies now.
That's when the next question is.
There's only 4 trophies.
What trophies?
Dayo, okay, can you answer my question straight? If Liverpool win the FA Cup and the Champions League, are you going to say that we failed?
I won't say.
Okay, if we win the Carabao Cup and the Premier League, would you say we failed?
I can't say you failed.
No, that's not fair. That's very good.
But Hussam, I'm asking you. See,
there you go.
What you're doing is you're talking
2
about
trophies. That's all I want.
Hussam, then I'm asking you. I said you are saying 2 trophies. I said, what 2 trophies do you think you are going to be able to win with this squad? Is what I'm saying.
What I want to win is Prem and Champs.
Okay, there we go. That's it.
The Champions. That's what I want to win. The problem is with the Champions League. Martin probably knows this more than me and you because he's faced it with his own eyes where he's thought he's better than another team and then he ends up losing. The problem is in the Champions League is styles make fights. Make fights. The worst possible, let me explain to you now. The worst possible matchup for Inter in the final was PSG. That's the worst possible matchup for them because their technical ability and the pace of PSG was always going to destroy Inter. But guess what? Had Inter faced Arsenal and they set up with that terrorist back 5 that they always do, Inter Milan, maybe it could have been a different outcome against Arsenal with Moreno and shit.
I I hear you.
I'll give you a prime example right now. Let me just I'll give you an example right now that you would genuinely, if you thought about it, you'd say Sam is cooking right now. If Liverpool draw Barcelona in the Champions League, we're genuinely destroying them. With like if we sign Isak, right? Because I'm gonna keep it as basic as possible. Alone, the Mo and Wirtz passes in behind to Isak against that Barca high line, we could score 3 or 4 goals. And then I would trust Van Dijk and Konate a lot more than Kubarsi and whoever the fuck they employ.
Well, if you're gonna say,
now, wait. Now let's say Liverpool face Real Madrid. Real Madrid don't play with that high line, and we're gonna get counter-attacked with Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrygo, and these players. I would be a lot more worried against Madrid, not because of heritage, because of football against Barcelona.
bro, if you're gonna say.
Yeah, I just said take Rodrygo out.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying, is if he's going to add Isak, if you're going to add Isak to that team and you're going to judge Barca in terms of how they got cooked in transition against Inter, then you also have to take into factor that Koundé and Balde have to be featuring too, because those were 2 big misses, because they actually have the pace to recover and actually be able to track Mo Salah in on the counter attack. So no, but but it's true though. The reason why,
and who do you trust more, Van Dijk and Konate against Lewandowski, or Kubarsi and whoever the fuck against Isak?
yeah, but by the way, just because Lewandowski is not fast doesn't mean that he can't get into positions and score a goal against.
He can get into positions, but Van Dijk can handle him.
Yeah, but he can.
He's handled them before, by the way. Even he handled prime Lewandowski. Never mind this version.
Yeah, but this version is still going to bag goals regardless, even if he's not in his prime. What I'm trying to say to you, is that he might handle him in terms of his physicality and his 1v1, because Lewandowski is not going to burn Van Dijk in terms of pace. It's just movement, and he might. And it's not like it's difficult to catch Van Dijk in those type of moments, because Lewandowski's movement is insane. So who knows what could have happened? But you also have to put in Barca with their full back 4. I genuinely believe that if they had Koundé and Balde, 2 fullbacks who actually have the pace and the physicality to defend, because the 2 fullbacks they played, it was what's his name? The Spanish left. I can't remember what his name is. I don't know who. I think it was Inigo Martinez, someone like that. They're good on the ball, but they struggled massively against physicality in Dumfries and Thuram. So that's why I'm emphasizing a lot on Koundé.
Physicality, you want to go there?
No. But
Frimpong, hello.
No, but technically, like if you look at Barca's team defensively, like it's not amazing, but they with the 2 fullbacks and Balde.
Who's Barcelona's goalkeeper?
Chesney.
Thank you very much. Anyway, let me read these.
What's I got to do?
Because Ahmed in the Champions League,
they've got a better attack and a better midfield.
Something crazy. Styles make fights.
No, but their midfield is better. Their midfield is better, and also they've got better attack.
Ahmed in the Champions League, it's like the UFC. Styles make fights, bro. Styles make fights. Some clubs like Liverpool would struggle with. Some clubs maybe a City would struggle with. Some clubs maybe Arsenal would struggle with. It depends on the style that you're playing. Yeah, but also Arsenal would struggle against Atletico Madrid and Inter Milan, because that's the shit that they hate the most. A team that parks the bus and is organized defensively. Liverpool wouldn't struggle against them because we know how to break down a low block. City wouldn't struggle against them either. But now you reverse that. No, you give us like Mbappe and Vinny on the counterattack. Guess what? If Martin will probably agree with me, we could struggle on counterattacks. It's a reality. I have to accept it's my reality.
Do you know the weird things about the Champions League is what I've always noticed this, because the year we actually did the treble, and this has majorly gone under the radar by even the media. City won the Champions League undefeated from game week 1 all the way to the final. We didn't lose a game. Now in the group stages, that is crazy. And but we had to completely change our style to do that. Because in the Premier League, remember when we used to go in the Champions League, we were going out and out, let's play. Remember, we got beat by Tottenham, Monaco, and we were getting beat 5-4, 6-5. We were getting beat everywhere because it became let's outscore you. And then the actual year we won it, we became one of those boringest teams to watch, play sideways. We inverted the middle to go to a 4, because you all remember we went with John Stones as the inverted centre.
Yeah.
And we basically played 4 centre-backs across the line. We didn't even play a full-back. And it became boring. but it got the job done.
That's why styles make fights. That's
Yeah,
my
so
point.
this is why
The thing is,
But then
I
Hussam
don't
is
think
saying
in
this
the
guy.
Championship you can't play the same style you play in the Premier League.
Of course you
Can't
can't.
be
You
done.
can't. Martin, you can't do that. I agree. Which is what,
What
I'm
if we win the Champions League
hold
group
on.
stages and then we
Talking
draw
about a
PSG
manager.
Hussam, wait, Hussam. You
in
said
the round of
styles,
16?
Hussam, you said styles make fight. Let's agree on two things. We first can all agree that this Liverpool squad right now in the English Premier League this season is the best squad on paper, right?
On
Right?
paper, yeah.
On paper,
On paper.
on paper, right? Yes. So that means you have some of the best players in every position, and you can tweak them to make whatever fight you want to make, even in the Champions League, because you have some of the best players. No. What I'm saying, your style of play, because they are
Premier League, yes. Champions League,
Hold on.
no.
No,
Different
listen,
animal.
Here, I'm not. I just said it's a different animal. What I'm saying is because your players are some of the top players in their position in the world or in Europe. When you go to the Champions League, a technical manager that you have like Slot should be able to actually make a style for that fight, is what I'm saying, right? Because you have quality players. Or are you saying these players are not quality enough to change the way that they play in the Champions League? Because
That's not what I'm saying, Dayo.
so that's what I'm asking. So you
Can I just say something?
Okay, this is my basic logic. If Liverpool win one of the two major trophies, which is Prem or Champs, we've had a successful season. That's it. Very basic.
Osam, I get that. I'm just asking.
And in terms of Champions League, I'm just waiting for who we draw, which side of the draw we run. Guess what? Facing PSG for us, with the way that we play, is a lot more difficult than facing an Atletico or facing an Inter. It's a lot more difficult than, even facing your club. I don't want to play Real Madrid because that counter-attack I'll struggle against. Martin said it from the start of the stream. Liverpool and City are playing such an offensive style of football that we're going to be susceptible to counterattacks every fucking game. So if I put Mbappe and Vinicius on a counterattack, it's a problem for me.
So you're saying Liverpool cannot change. You're saying Liverpool cannot change the way they play.
No, of course we can change, and that's once again why I agreed with Martin. When City won the Champions League, they changed the way that they play.
No, but listen,
I'm not going to put an expectation in my club win the Champions League and the Premier League.
But he just said, yeah, like he doesn't want to face Madrid because of the counter attack here. Bearing in mind that people talk about Barca's high line, but people don't understand. People don't understand about they play a high line, high risk, high reward. They don't talk about how many goals they can potentially score. Scoring against Inter, like I know PSG slapped them, but that's just one game. But that's just like a team. That's like the best team in the world right now. But like if you look at it. With Barcelona, they faced Madrid so many times in the league and in finals, and they literally slapped them. If you look at Mbappe's record on Madrid's record against Hansi Flick, they slapped them. So they're not going to be surprised by Slot's counter-attack because coming across Mbappe, Vinny in transition is a lot more dangerous than Salah and who else? Who else you got on the left? Gakpo, for example.
Okay, but I've already explained the difference.
No, but like one thing is with Flick
as high as a line.
Flick can also switch his styles as well. Like he's not just about
he didn't switch it against Inter. He went up against Inter and still played the high line and conceded.
But that's just fine margins because their goalkeeper was on a madness. So like he coached.
I don't want to go deep in this debate.
Okay,
let me just read.
I'm doing mod duty.
Let me read this super before we actually go and talk about City's transfer window and stuff because there's a lot more for us to unpack. Big up to Fonzie says, get that tank top ready. Isak is on his way home. Don't worry, it's ready, habibi. You get me? We announced Isak. I'm a man of my word. I'm going to do it. Mr. Todd Miller, Caicedo, bang average. First in passes completed by a midfielder. First in touches by a midfielder. 90.2 passing accuracy. Played all 38 matches. Scrub, right? Guys, without you cheating, first of all, tell me all of you right now, who do you think is the best passing midfielder in the whole league right now?
In terms of pure passing, I'd probably
just passing.
Enzo Fernandez.
I'd say it's between, probably. Probably say Enzo, innit?
Yeah,
Enzo. Okay. Dayo, who's the best passing midfielder in the league?
I'll say Enzo for now. I mean, like, if we're talking last season, right? Because that's
the last season.
I'd say no, I'm just talking generally. Who do you think is the best passer of a football in midfield in the whole league?
Last season?
General.
Oh, general. That would be KDB, man.
Okay.
That's KDB. I mean, like, if you say generally, if you're talking about KDB will find you anywhere. He will find
It depends what passes you mean. Do you mean short passes, passes?
Okay, I'll put it to you this way. I
passes
think
and
the
fine,
three
but-
best. I think the three best passers in midfield in the whole league, in my opinion, are Enzo, McAllister, and Rodri in no order. I think these are the top three. If we're just talking about passing, Partey left Arsenal, so now it's Zubimendi. So
You can
Zubimendi
say
still has to
Palmer as
show
well.
it.
He's a good passer.
Yeah, no problem. Just to you see,
I think
Todd.
you've got-
Todd, that was a quick exercise of the eye test. Guess who has the highest passing accuracy out of any midfielder in the Premier League last season? Curtis Jones.
I'll be honest. Passing percentage and whoever has the highest doesn't always mean you're the best.
Ahmed, did you hear what I just said? You want to know who has the highest passing accuracy in the whole league?
Curtis Jones.
Curtis Jones.
Jones. You want to know who's second? Miles Lewis Skelly. Third, Kovacic. Fourth, Andre from Wolves. Fifth, James Ward-Prowse. Sixth, Gundogan. Seventh, Smith Rowe. Eighth, Sander Berg. Ninth, Flynn Downs. 10th, Sasa Lukic from Fulham. Are any of us going to claim that these 10 passers are better passers of a McAllister or even a Zubimendi or even a Rodri? No. So passing accuracy isn't all what counts, because that's what Caicedo plays in a double pivot where his passing is going to be 1 yard to Enzo
That's
or
what I'm
2
saying.
yards
If
to
it's 2 yard
Cucurella.
sideways pass, then you're always
Thank you. Thank you. That's
Even
my
I
point.
could get 100% going from a yard out. Next
Eye test wise, Caicedo's not even top 15 passers in the league. Eye test. Stop it. Let's not all
Caicedo
lie.
can back up that.
Yeah, as a passer, please allow
That's
it.
why stats can be very misleading. I even
Misleading, yeah.
I do this with G&A. I hate G&A because G&A, it depends what type of goals you're scoring. He's scoring. Let's be honest, and this is not a dig at Amit, but Ruud van Nistelrooy is a very different striker to an Aguero, for example. Ruud van Nistelrooy had one job: stand in the box and score from a yard out. That's what his job was, and he was very good at doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It was one.
And you
of
want
the
to know
best.
what proves this? You want to know what proves this point? Caicedo, with all that passing accuracy, only has 2 assists. If he was this great passer, he'd have a lot more assists.
But
Than that.
Wayne Rooney was a different striker to a Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Yeah, he was. He was.
So
If anyone
yeah,
thinks Caicedo's average,
that's
the
good
whistling
enough.
sound in their ears they walk must be deafening. Caicedo's comfortably top 3 in the Premier League. Be serious. First of all, that's your opinion. Second of all, no one said Caicedo's average. I always refer to Caicedo as the £110 million tackler because that's what Caicedo does. Why does everyone just?
That's
sit
his
there and
role,
deny
but
it?
he's more than that.
I
though.
think the difference between I think what I would say to you is that I think that's more so his role at the club
Yeah,
in terms of the way he has to play, right?
just,
For me, what I would probably
For his
for me,
country, there's a lot more about his game for his country.
For me, yeah, he's a bit more limited at Chelsea because he has to be in order to complement what we have to get out. And
But that's what. But
Yeah,
that's
but
what
from my perspective, I've got to use what he does at Chelsea as a measuring stick.
He can only.
Yeah,
judge
what should I judge him over then?
Like Ahmed, let me give you an example, right? Will I come and talk about Smith Rowe and all the talent that I think Emil Smith Rowe could have had? I can only judge him by what he's played so far. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
like, all right, this is who you are. Like, this is where I'm going to rate.
and you
you.
judge him on club. You can't judge him in
Club,
country.
exactly. Again, when he does more in the club, then I'd be like, you know what? Oh yeah, you know what? I know he has more. Don't get me wrong, but I've not seen it, and because I haven't seen it, I cannot judge it. But I can judge what I've seen.
Yeah,
And what
that
I-
You
guy
want to know
was-
something? Can I tell you something really funny? Can I tell you something really funny that would make all the Chelsea fans right now? If I refer to Declan Rice as an elite passer, all the Chelsea fans in the chat would start laughing. Do you know that Declan Rice's passing accuracy is 90.1? So Caicedo is 90.2. Rice is 90.1. So Rice's passing accuracy is just 0.1% less than Caicedo. If I called Rice an elite passer, all of these guys would start
Everybody
laughing
here
at
would
me.
laugh.
just my
this
point
is where we
is
start these debates on system players and this because two players, for example, played for England, Phil Foden and Saka. The way they played for England is not the way was not the same way they played for their
Play
club.
for their club. Yeah.
Very, very different styles.
Tell them, Martin.
So they get unleashed different. If I'm compared 90% of the England team, I'd probably say most of them are crap and can't pass balls. But watching for the team is very different.
Yeah, fact. I agree with this.
And this is why a top footballer, right, can be used in a different way in their country. You see with a player like Zinchenko. Zinchenko plays left back for Arsenal, but when Zinchenko goes to play for his country, he's their number 10.
He plays 10, by the way.
He's their number 10.
I'm going to sound really rude here, but you can tell the difference between people who watch football on stats, whatever it is, and people who watch the game.
Yeah.
Are you watching the game or are you watching it on stats?
Also, when you say comfortably top 3 in the Premier League, number 1, can everyone understand something? Rodri is still a player in this fucking league. Can we establish this? Like, everyone just get it to their head. Rodri is a footballer in this league.
Yeah.
Please understand that the Chelsea fans themselves tell us that Palmer is a 10, which counts as part of midfield. So now we've got 2. And then I haven't even mentioned Florian Wirtz. I haven't even mentioned Rice, that's debatable. I haven't even mentioned Enzo at your own football club that is a better passer than Caicedo and gets GA and has overall improved their game. Ahmed, the point is it's debatable. So you got that. I haven't even mentioned other midfielders in the league who are really good, by the way. So when you say like comfortably under, if you're telling me comfortably top 3 DMs, I tell you no. He's actually the best DM in the league, or the second best DM in the league. Maybe him and Rice can fight out for 1 and 2. But overall midfield, hell no, he ain't comfortably top 3. He's not even top 1 at your own club. Won the league with Quan Didi, is what Hamoud is saying. Hey, big up Kwanzaa. You got me all the way at Leverkusen right now. We have no depth. Virgil and Salah are washed. TikTok up top. Gakpo, Wirtz, Stinker, and Hooked. SpongeBob starter. We must be leopards in the tree. This was just the logic that I used against the rivals. You get me? This is the logic I used against the rivals. You get me? So it is what it is. You want to know why you say it's the most crap argument, Todd? Because I destroyed your logic. I asked all the guys on the panel. No one mentioned Caicedo even as a top 3 passer in this whole league. And no one in their right mind should say Curtis Jones is the best passer. Guess what? He has 94.1 passing accuracy. 94.1. You ask a Liverpool fan right now, if Curtis Jones left us, he'd go to fucking Brentford or Wolves. That's the highest passing accuracy in the whole league, by the way. Big up to Zephy. Says Caicedo is an amazing progressive passer. Amazing. He wins the ball and doesn't play a 2-yard pass. He literally lobs the ball precisely to Cucurella or Enzo or Palmer. Have some shame and respect a real baller. If Caicedo is considered a baller in 2025, then Ahmed is right. The sport is washed and it's dead. I need to put the fries.
I mean, listen, Caicedo is a baller. He can be that. I don't know. Again, I think we're doing apples and oranges here. At the end of the day, let's just look at him the way he plays. Well, I don't know. The way he plays, he plays as DM.
Okay, would you consider him an amazing progressive passer? Amazing.
I think he's a great progressive passer when we need to. Like this last season, for example, he was putting great passes into Jackson, which will lead to goals. Right? So I think, listen, I think, is he a good passer? Yes, he's a good passer. Has he shown it? No. And there's reasons why he's not showing it, because he's limited by his position. That's all it is. I don't know. Listen. I
accept that argument. Yeah. But as me and Dayo said, what else can I judge him on? I have to watch Chelsea and judge based on that.
No, but I'm not joking, bro. I know people don't watch this international. I know it's only one.
I know game. Internationally. I agree with you. Internationally, he does all this stuff. That's why. But the thing is, the problem with Chelsea is, because Lavia does not play last season. Lavia does not play as often. Caicedo wasn't able to play that left wing role that he sometimes either the right 8 or that he was playing. Because, like, the game against Liverpool, for example, he was playing the right 8. He was basically box to box in that game, making passes, doing all that great stuff that a lot of these guys don't see. I was talking about Caicedo against Liverpool at home. When he faced you at Anfield, you remember at Anfield when he faced you?
I think Lavia was your best midfielder that day.
No, he was doing a lot more defensive work, but Caicedo was second half. It was quality, bro. Second half, it was quality.
Okay, Caicedo is quality, but when you say amazing progressive passer, I think that's very disingenuous. Because
when he's allowed to do it. For me, the way I'm going to put it,
amazing is like Enzo. It's like McAllister. It's like Rodri. Those are amazing progressive
passers. The way I'm going to put it to you, Hamza, when he's allowed to do that sort of thing, and he's given the position to do it, yes, he can do that. That's my personal opinion. That's why I'm going to tell it to you.
Okay, I think he can progressive pass. I just don't think he's amazing at it. Anyway, big up to you, Zephy. Big up to everyone locked in. Damn, these Chelsea fans are very fucking sensitive about Caicedo. Like, just you guys say Arsenal fans ask for validation. You're doing the same thing. You get me? So it is what it is anyway. I'm not gonna say anything more because these guys are gonna get more angry. I rate Enzo higher, just like I rate McAllister higher than Gravenberg. It's not personal. It's just an
and
opinion.
just say I rate Rodri better than all of them.
So do I.
back would go.
So do I. Rodri, I think, is the best
If I
midfielder in the
say-
league. Anyway,
If I say I
speaking
rate
of Rodri, Manchester
more
City,
even though he hasn't played yet.
Brother Martin, City.
Mm-hmm.
This guy messaged me a death threat in private messages. He was like, by the way, guys, can we please get the likes up? We're almost
Someone's
at
going to
300
take that in a very
likes.
serious tone, and go, how dare
Yeah,
you?
this guy sent me a death threat in the private messages. He told me that the oil club is back, in his own words. He's like, we're spending all the money again. Rodrygo and Donnarumma on the way. Talk to me, brother. What are you saying?
I mean, Ahmed said earlier on about Liverpool being ruthless. I've never seen City this ruthless in 10 years. I've never seen my club buy a goalie 2 weeks ago. Balls to that. We'll just up you again and we'll go and get Donnarumma instead. I mean, that's ruthless. That's ruthless. I mean, rest in peace, James Trafford. God knows what he does now moving forward. Yeah, it's a mad one. I don't know what's happened over the last 2 weeks. Well, last week. It went from, I don't know whether it's just dominoes have all fallen into place. They've kept it very quiet because I genuinely thought after Cherky, Reinders, Edison was going to stay.
You told me the business was done. You fraud. You did.
I mean, I knew about Rodrygo. You know, I knew about Rodrygo.
Yeah, but after those 3 signings, you thought the business could be like done. That's it.
Yeah, I thought we were done. Because the idea with the Rodrygo thing was for Rodrygo to even happen was Sabio or Doku had to go. One of them had to disappear to get Rodrygo in. And none of them were moving. There was no links. There was nothing. So I thought, done, finished. And the next minute, Savinio's out the door and off to Tottenham, it looks like. And he's been here, 12 months? 3,000 minutes? Now you're all right, mate. See ya. Go and enjoy yourself down in London. And we've turned around and gone and got Rodrygo. That was on the cards. It was on the cards 3 months ago. I know Pep had spoken to his father. And then to top it off, we go and do Donnarumma, which is there's 2 things with Donnarumma which is really mad at the moment. Is it's not even an even similar keeper to what we've done. Is the complete opposite to what we've done. Donnarumma is not a good distributor from the back. Anyone who's watched him knows he's not great at kicking from the back.
I mean, you can.
That's how we build up our play.
Onana's more like your type of goalie.
But that's what I mean. Edison, Onana, someone who's going to play the ball up. That's why I thought James Trafford, because he come through the academy, everything else, and this has just come out of nowhere. And now, obviously, all the journalists said tonight is that was the plan weeks ago. So I don't know if City have just sat in the trees waiting and didn't know, and we're just waiting for these moments. I don't even know, people. And now the other thing is Rico Lewis could be out the door. So are we going to buy right back all of a sudden? And Newcastle going to get braced with a Libermento bid soon? I seriously don't know because I've never seen City be this ruthless. The one thing that does make me think of it is Cheeky officially left the club last week. So has Hugo Biana now got the keys to the car? Has he got the full credit card and gone, right, Cheeky's gone, now I'm going to show you what to do?
Pep said he wants a small squad, though.
So I don't.
The only reason why I think you won't get Livramento is I do think Newcastle are taking the piss with the price tag because ain't no way you're going to pay 80 million for him.
80.
Yeah, that's what Newcastle want. Ask Martin, he'll tell you.
We were quoted silly.
He's 40.
I don't know where we're going to move in the next 2 weeks because this is crazy what we're doing right now. And the good, I mean, where I worry a little bit because I'm sounding really ungrateful now when we're looking at players like this. But I'm going to bring in a Rodrygo And I'm sat there like, well, I don't mind Mamouche. Where the frig's he going? And then someone goes, put him on the right. Well, I've got Cherky, I've got Phil Foden. What am I doing? And maybe that's what we're doing. Maybe we're just going to be very ruthless now, and it's going to be play for your place. Play for your place. You have to be good enough. If you don't perform, you're going on the bench. Maybe that's what we're going to do now.
So are you happy with the window?
Hold on, but do you think, Martin, let me ask you a question with that. Do you think that encourages players to actually come and play? Because when you say play for your place, it's like a lot of these players are looking at the World Cup next year, right? They're looking to play for their countries. A lot of these players want to have a good season. They want consistency. They want to be able to, say, listen, hey, I'm staking my claim. So if I'm going to have to go and play against 3 people just because the coach might prefer one, or even if I play better than this guy in this game, I don't get to play the community, the FA Cup game because they want to rotate so that everybody gets a chance. And then maybe the next game they want to rotate me again. And for me, that's not good for me because I then don't get to play for my country in the World Cup. Do you think it's a good thing? Because I think that's I personally, as a player, would be like, no, I'm just going to go somewhere this season where I can get first team, be the guy, play amazing football, go to the World Cup, and then come back and hopefully somebody tries to buy me for a higher price. You see what I'm saying? Like,
but then is that chance going to come to you though? That's something you have to also look at from a player perspective. Let's say, for example, I'm trying to go to a big club. Big club says I want you now, and then you plays another season says I'm gonna wait and play another season at the team he's at. He maybe doesn't perform so well, doesn't have a great World Cup. And so, he's kind of back to square one.
It can go both ways. But I'm just saying, like, which would it be? Would you rather, like, you have Mamouche on the left, you bring Rodrygo to your club. Mamouche is not playing on that left anymore because you're going to have to play Rodrygo on the left, right? Because Rodrygo is a left winger. Now, Omar Mamouche is like, okay, so I'm coming off the bench now. Am I the new Jack Grealish since Grealish is out? Am I the guy that you're just going to bring in every now and then and there's a World Cup next year? What I'm saying, like players like that would not want. Just I'm saying, like even though you'll fight for your place, again, the ceiling between some of these players are very, very close, right? Like you're talking about Omar Mamouche, who's an amazing player. You're talking about Rodrygo, who's also an amazing player. There's not very much like it's not like Rodrygo is phenomenally and amazingly better than Omar Mamouche to the point where like he is. Like, no. What I mean, I'm saying like. Are you saying that Rodrygo is a 9 and Omar Mamouche is a 4? No. You're talking about 9 and 7 or 7.5 and 9, right? That's what we're looking at here.
Yeah, Mamouche is a very good player, of course.
But Rodrygo is like, he's like the best in his position right now.
Ahmed, I agree, but I'm saying the difference between him and the next person is not as if it's massive. It's not a Rodrygo is a 9 and the next best left winger in the world is a 4.
No. Rodrygo is what, Ahmed?
Rodrygo is the best player in his position, bro. That's how good he is. Position? On the left, he's the best.
He plays on the right at Madrid, though. So
yeah, but I'm saying in his position, yeah, he's technically the best.
No, but again, I can judge him only.
Do you believe Rodrygo is better than Kvicha?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He's not better than Kvicha. He's not better than Kvicha.
You can say that, but I believe he's better.
No.
Hello.
He's
by the way,
Hassam,
Kava, yeah. Is elite, bro. I rate him highly, but Rodrygo.
I wanted to
the one thing I will say about Rodrygo is, again, I don't think City are after wingers that get goals. City are after players who, because the one thing you look at Rodrygo, and I do think he's better than Semenyo in, his technical play, his passing overall, and his clutch moments in big games.
I agree. I'm thinking about it now. I do think Rodrygo is better than Kvara. I think it as well.
So you agree then?
Yeah. Rodrygo on the left.
I'm not going to do this proper Rodrygo because, like I said, Liverpool and Arsenal fans are all glazing him 2 weeks.
No. Listen, wherever he goes,
wherever he's a bang average player.
Listen. I just told you.
No, but he needs to play on the left for me.
No.
The same thing I said.
I mean, Martin, nobody ever said he's the best. We said he's the best.
No, I'm just talking general.
You know, anybody who said that has been seen.
The thing is, when you say on the left, who's his real competition?
I was on a show yesterday, and people were telling me he's not that good.
Yeah. Martin, forget those people. Like, let's be realistic about
Vinny.
Rafinha. Yeah, just ignore those kind of people. There's no
Luis Diaz.
That does really
Luis Diaz. Oh my goodness.
Bro, the left wingers in the world. Think about this. There's a reason. By the way, there's a reason why when Dayo first started and he mentioned Marmouche, he's right. It's not like. By the way, you look at the left wingers. I'd rather have left wingers in the whole planet right now. Okay, we still have to give the edge to Vinny just because he's Vinicius Junior. So you have to give him the edge slightly. I'd say Rodrygo second, third Kvaratskhelia. Fucking left. Who the hell is good left winger in the world, bro?
Rafinha. Maybe you throw Rafinha in there.
Okay, Rafinha fourth, no problem.
You can Barker
Left-
if you want to.
No one else is like elite. You know who else you want to talk about? Bradley Barcola,
Sam,
Diaz.
you know what makes
Yeah,
me
Barcola.
happy,
No, but listen.
Think about
The only reason why people are astounded by what I'm saying is because, listen, when it comes to football and when it comes to players, it's a very reactionary game. So let's say, for example, if Cava has a good season and Rodrygo doesn't get played that much, it's very easy to say Cava is better. Kvaratskhelia is playing in a team, the best team right now, where everyone looks quality. I'm not saying that Kvaratskhelia is not a great player. He's amazing. I've always rated him when he was at Napoli.
That's why
But what
I
I'm trying to-
agreed with you that Rodrygo's better.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
what I'm trying to say with Rodrygo, I've never seen a player that's just waiting just to be unleashed. Like that's just how I look at it.
Ahmed again. Kvaratskhelia took Napoli and Victor Osimhen. Let's be realistic, but Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, he was the best player in
He
Napoli.
was the best player in Napoli that got.
Yeah,
them
he's
their-
quality.
Yeah, so he's showed that quality in 2 different leagues now. And not only has he gone to show it in 2 different leagues and win. Hold on. I'm not saying he's better than Rodrygo. What I'm saying to you, which I think you're not hearing, is Rodrygo, you might say, is the best at the top. But the difference between Rodrygo and Kvaratskhelia is not miles apart.
No. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they're not miles apart. We
Yeah,
have
no,
to
no,
respect.
no.
Yeah, they're not
100%.
miles apart.
No, Kvaratskhelia.
The
Yeah,
4 that I mentioned,
They're
I
not miles
mentioned
apart.
4 that I think is above everyone else. I think they're all in the same category.
They're all
Think
in
about
Vinny,
this, but think about then.
Vinny, Rodrygo, Kvara, Rafinha. These
No,
4 are in
100%.
the
I agree with what you said, Dayo. Like, what I'm trying to say here is that he did cook at Napoli. I think people did rate him there, but at PSG, he's getting more eyes. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
he's
No one gives
and
a
he's
fuck about
cooking,
Serie A.
and he's cooking,
Let's
and he's
be
cooking.
yeah,
the-
100% he is cooking. Yeah.
He's cooking. the
No,
top.
no, I agree. Hang on a minute. Let's stop.
Let's bring
You're
this back to City. Go on,
You're
Martin,
looking
go on.
at this in a. Not every player suits different team styles.
Yeah.
That's the thing you got to look at. City don't suit direct wingers for me. That's just my opinion. But we suit more skillful, technical people that will invert and come inside. It's one thing Rodrygo, I think, will do. When you look at the front 3 we could put out, and this is what excites me, you can get a Rodrygo, a Haaland, a Cherky, or even a Foden or someone on the right. That is some forward line. And then you've got Mamouche. We've now got options. But where I am a bit unsure is where it's like you just said, in a World Cup year, are all these players going to be happy to sit around?
Okay, can I provide you with an argument, please? Can I provide you with an argument? Haaland guaranteed starter. Do we agree?
Yes.
Rodrygo, in order to leave Real Madrid, has to be a
Guaranteed
guaranteed
start. Guaranteed start.
Guaranteed, yeah.
Okay, so now I've got 2 guaranteed starter, which is Rodrygo and Haaland. Rodrygo on the left, Haaland on the middle. I'm sorry, the other 3 all have to rotate. Foden, Cherki, Marmoush have to rotate because you could stick.
Then you'll end up. Then you will
on
end up
paper. On paper, theoretically, you could stick Marmoush behind Haaland as well. Some games you could. Why not?
No, but I mean, it's also for me, and this is where I mean, like I said, people are trying to get an Oscar Bob into the team as well. They've got massive high hopes for an Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob's finished now. You might as well send him on loan.
Yeah, because with Cherky and Foden, they can
Oscar
easily.
Bob's a good player, but he don't get into the starting 11 like that.
No.
Well, he never will now. You'll never know anymore.
Yeah, he definitely will.
Marmoush is going to be a bench player for Man City next season. I don't see that.
That's what worries me, because for me,
Ahmed, but that's what I'm saying.
I really disagree with that take. You know, I think
I feel
Marmoush
like
is
he
gonna
might
play-
play in the 2. I thought he might play, but he might do like a Haaland Mamouche, like
No.
They're not changing their formation, bro. It's going to be 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3.
Oh, sorry, Doku might as well hold bench and get split. He's in his
Doku
way.
is 100% holding bench. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Listen, Marmoush, yeah.
Doku's going to start ahead of Rodrygo.
If Haaland wasn't in Man
Why don't
City,
you switch your music, your boys? Anfield.
bro. Like I said, if Haaland wasn't there, yeah, like, bro, Haaland's gonna play regardless. And Man City spent a decent amount, and he's
You're not paid 800 grand a week after bonuses and sitting your ass on.
Bro,
bench.
he's a big
not
name, and he scores goals in it. Like, that's
Yeah,
it. Like,
he's guaranteed starter, and Rodrygo leaving Madrid will be guaranteed starter.
100%. So
I mean,
So the others can rotate. Guys, there are 2 positions and 3 good players. They can all rotate.
I think
Cherki
Foden
can play.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but here's the thing.
Yeah, but
If at this moment in time we're gonna act like Foden is a guaranteed starter, we're all lying.
No,
If
no,
we're
he's going to
gonna
have
sit
more
here and
games.
say-
He's going to have more
But
games.
I
than
don't think Foden or Sherky or Marmoush, any of them are guaranteed starters.
Do you know what the danger is with Foden or Sam? He's approaching 2 years up to his contract. They're trying to tie him on.
I don't think he'll want to leave.
They're
City
trying to
boy.
No, I'm telling you, Matt. Oh, Sam, put Foden on the market, you will have a line of clubs, and you know that you'll have a line of clubs.
Yeah, he'll attract clubs, 100%. He will attract clubs.
You want to
Bayern
know who
club.
could sign him? Bayern,
Bayern
because
Munich,
they didn't get
probably.
Wirtz. Maybe
So, and then you think, well, what do we do? But I mean, it's
But he's not leaving.
exciting. Like I said, we've got bags of midfield. I mean, I'm not even talking about midfield. I've got to try and get Nico Gonzalez and Reinders and Bernardo and Rodri when he's fit. Because everyone thinks, like I said, Rodri's finished. Rodri's back in September. He's not injured.
Rodri's not
He's just getting fit now. It's about getting him match fit.
No, he ain't finished.
I've now got a goalkeeper situation where I said I bring in James Trafford because Edison looks like he's going to go out to Galatasaray. And then I go and get Donnarumma. That's the most intriguing one with me because Donnarumma is not a Pep goalkeeper.
But what I was going to say with Donnarumma, yeah, even though he's not a Pep signing and he obviously Edison ball player, yeah, but with Donnarumma, especially when you play in the big games, he'll be very handy in it. Like he's known when it comes to penalty shootout, when it comes to penalty shootout and just Champions League.
Again, let's just take a look at last season and see.
Donnarumma is not a City type keeper. Though.
He's not.
That's what concerns. So
on the ball, he ain't all that. We need to.
He's not
going to change.
But
He's not good on the ball at all.
Hussam, that's the thing though. You got to look at what PSG did last season. He's not a keeper that is good on his feet with the ball out his feet, whatever it is.
That's why Enrique sent him out.
They were the best. Again, it's because that PSG have already put up this thing where they want to get young players and they want to sign that young French goalkeeper again. It's like
You already signed him.
Yeah, they already signed him. Yeah, so that's
you know what I think is. You know what my theory.
They've
is?
already announced him, the Chevalier guy. That's the one that Ahmed wanted.
My current theory about about buying Donnarumma is that I know you guys play that bit of that highline thing that you've been playing as of recently. I haven't watched the last 2 games, and if that changed, you can always correct me. But the one thing Donnarumma does have in his bag is that he's a very, very good shot stopper, right? And so at the very least, right, the thing is, if your line might get penetrated every now and then because of that of the new way you're playing, at least you got Donnarumma there that's gonna at least increase the number of chances that are gonna get saved.
It's like a Courtois, isn't it?
I think it is. We're gonna get caught in transition, so we need a good shot stopping goalkeeper.
Yeah,
exactly. Stop those.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So maybe
that makes sense.
Let's be honest. Edison's head gone. I think that was clear to everyone. Edison's head had gone.
I mean, Trafford is way too young right now. He's not ready yet.
The Trafford one I feel sorry for because the Trafford was the story behind it. He left City 2 years ago because there was no road to a number 1 spot. So you sell him with a buyback, which is fine. Generally, City don't do the buyback. They've then triggered the buyback, brought him in. He said, right, I've now got a clear pathway to my number 1. Because Edison's going in 12 months. So you think, right, maybe a bit of rotation there. And then you go and sell Edison and you bring in Donnarumma on a 4 or 5 year deal, whatever it'll be. Trafford sat there going, well, that's my pathway dead and buried, mate.
He should call Newcastle to get loan.
I think I have to ask though, like, has he been playing any of the preseason games? Because obviously I haven't watched. Recently, Trafford. By chance.
No, he's only played in the one. We had one and he started the game.
So the one he started,
yeah,
and then the one Donnarumma.
Yeah,
it's crazy, bro.
I feel like Martin is getting away with it. Everyone, stop the show a little bit. See this guy, he's getting away with it. Big up Fonzie says Ahmed's looking like max brightness at midnight right now. I can't lie to you. His new light is crazy. It's crazy light.
Reduce it a little. You've got
Let me just say this. See Martin sat there in the corner getting away with it while we discuss Kvaratskhelia and Rodrygo. Let's ask Martin the real questions.
Go on.
So
I'm
tomorrow,
Dayo question. I'm going to get a Dayo question. Now.
Yes, you are going to get the Dayo question. You're going to get even worse question. And I don't know why Ahmed, the Chelsea fan, didn't ask this question, living up to this Blue Brother shit, huh? So, Mr. Martin Mancunian way, like, subscribe, chat. You sign Rodrygo, you sign Donnarumma. What happens in terms of winning the league, in terms of winning the Champions League, in terms of who's favorites? Do you change your opinion now? What do you think?
I've always thought City would win the league. I told you that. I think City would win the league because they got the deepest squad. So I disagree with Dayo. I think we have got the deepest squad.
Mm-hmm.
I do think we have. We've got the most experienced. Some of the players, this is where I think City were also clever, which you know is we brought some of our signings in last January and had 6 months to bet him. I mean, you think about it. If you can add, I mean, our defenders, Ryan Aitnora, Akanji experience, Ake experience, Ruben Diaz, Josko Gabardio. Then you've got Kushinov, John Stones. Yes, he's not always fit, but when he's fit, he's one of the best around. Yeah. Then you got your midfielders, Ryan Cherka, Phil Foden, Ilkay Gundogan, Kovacic, Nico Gonzalez, Nunes, O'Reilly, Tijani Reinders, Rodrygo, Bernardo Silva, and then you might add Rodrygo into that, and then you got Erling Haaland, Omar Mamouche. It's not a shabby squad.
Yes,
And your manager.
And then
And
I got Pep Guardiola.
So our City.
Oh,
So
and
they
I've
must,
got a
if they
brand
get
new backroom
Rodrygo,
staff.
they must, innit? They must.
I've got a
I
backroom
feel
staff.
like you have to compete now. You have to compete.
Thank you. So our City favorites, Mr. Martin. Are you
Nah,
favorites?
don't play leopards in the tree, you. Yeah,
No,
you don't
no,
get.
Yeah. Are you favorites, Mr.?
Oh, I'm not allowed to do the leopards in the tray.
No, you're not.
He's defending
No, you're not.
champion,
I
and I'm
did
not allowed
leopards in
to
the
do
tree
it.
after. Martin, you're such a disingenuous fraud. I did leopards in the tree after signing Chiesa. You're about to sign Rodrygo, Donnarumma, Ait Nouri, Reinders, and Shirk in the same window. Talk about leopard in the tree. Allow it. Talk to me.
For me, I would be disappointed if we didn't win the league.
So your
Right.
favorites.
I've said it on my channel. I think we'll win 2 trophies.
Hossam, I think what the difference is this, right? I think Liverpool are favorites because they are the defending champions. Like I said last season, City were
Yeah, I
favorites.
can hear that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, Liverpool are understand when you say favorites, is because you already are the current champion. So you are the favorites to either keep it because you've also strengthened.
Are you doing it out of a respect thing? Because
because that's what I did it to City last season. I said City are favorites because they are the defending champs. Once you're the defending champs, I call you the favorites. But do I think that City can come and beat you and win it? Yeah. Do I think Arsenal can come and beat you and win it? Yes.
Can I say one thing, Dayo? We'll do this when we get to the house section. Don't think either one of us, and by the way, I'm not, before Ahmed goes, why are you discounting Chelsea? Because I know some Chelsea fans are going to come in and say, why are you discounting us? The three of us, the money we've spent this year, whoever doesn't win it is going to be looking at this as a, why didn't we win it?
It's a failure for anybody that doesn't win.
Martin. Tell you why you're wrong.
All three of us have spent big money here.
Okay.
You know what?
Let's say.
I will give Liverpool a pass.
Let me tell you why you're wrong. Can I just say why you're wrong? Wait, hold on.
Let him finish.
Let me tell you why I think Martin is wrong. I think if we're talking purely from a managerial perspective, the biggest pressure remains on Mikel Arteta. That will not change because of how long he's been there without delivering. Now,
100%.
if any City fan, let's say City don't win the league or the Champions League this season, right? Let's say City compete, they fall off a little bit, win a Carabao Cup, whatever, right? They have, let's say, remember the season that Liverpool had 2 seasons ago where we finished 3rd and ended up winning the Carabao Cup? Let's say City have that type of season. No City fan in their right mind should say Pep out. No one should say Guardiola out. No one should say get him out of the club. Because guess what? If you don't win the league next year, you've won 7 and 10, factually. So that's still extremely dominant. Wait.
Oh, this is not
If Liverpool don't win the league or the Champions League, it's a failure. But because Slot already delivered, you can give him a bit of leeway. The problem from Arsenal's perspective is the credit in the bank is completely dried out. There is no more credit.
I would agree with that.
Or there is nothing in the bank.
My understanding of what Martin simply was referring to is saying, of all the top 3 clubs, we've spent a lot of money. He's not talking about whether you've won before, you've not won before. You spent so much money. Arsenal has spent a lot of money. The City has spent a lot of money. Liverpool has spent a lot of money. Of course, United is also spending a lot of money to try to catch up. But I'm saying those 3 teams are in the category of the people who should win. And anybody who doesn't win with the amount of money you spent, it's a failure. Now, you can then talk about pressure separately. If you're saying pressure, yes, the pressure is on Arsenal. The pressure is on Mikel Arteta.
One thing I will say, Darwell, I do agree with Sam a little bit is I have the manager who's been here, done that, lost the title and gone back and redone it again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're talking about the pressure on
Pep Guardiola is the X factor. And I know people go Slot. Slot has now built his team.
No, Pep is the X factor, not Slot. 100%.
Yeah, don't know what I mean. Slot's built his team now. So Slot, some will say this is Slot's first. Because if Liverpool don't win, I will expect one or two Liverpool fans, not all, will probably say Slot's first season with his first team. He's blended them in, and you know what I mean.
That's
Pep
my
won't
point.
have that excuse. Pep has been here for so long.
You want to know what Pep's excuse is? 7 and 10. That's Pep's excuse.
Well, not only that,
He's already dominated the league. So
he's
he
lost
can
Yeah, he's
the league.
dominated, not just
He
one.
lost the league, rebuilt a squad, and went back and won it the next year.
Yeah.
So he's done.
Bro,
this
he can go back
before.
to Spain and sing Despacito and just live life in it, bro. Do you get
Yeah,
me? He can chill, bro. Whereas with Arteta, bro,
Other than
like-
Alex Ferguson,
Arteta's on
other
the
than
most.
Alex
And I don't want to
Ferguson,
go
he's
into
not
this.
captain in the Premier League.
Arteta's in the most pressure because of the situation he's in. Which
Yeah,
is
that's
why,
what I'm saying.
Dayo, you know this. I've always said, I think if Arteta would have won a FA Cup and a League Cup and sort of done it a little bit where he built that credit in the bank, you could do that. But now, I suppose everyone's
Arteta
got
has
pressure
zero
at
credit in the
different
bank,
times.
and that's my point. Zero.
Yeah,
Zilch,
everyone's
nothing.
got pressure. But
and the reason, and
Ahmed's team's got pressure now this year because of the money they're going to spend and what they've
Yes,
done.
of course, Ahmed's team has pressure, but the pressure at Man United is literally a pressure to finish in the top 5,
The
top
pressure
6.
will come from their fan base. That's
Yes,
where
but
the
when you
pressure
talk about winning the title, the 3 clubs, I feel like I broke it down generally very fairly. The reason why
Mhm.
Liverpool fans, of course, it's a failure if we don't win the league or the Champions League, 100%. But the reason why no one's gonna go like Slot out, get him, it's because it's the first season, as Martin said, and because he's done it the year before. So
Hussam, you're taking it to the extreme. Nobody's
problem is with Arsenal.
Nobody
And
should be
actually, you want to know something? One second. Let's just move on to talk about Arsenal and the title race a little bit. Let's end on this Arsenal situation. Big up to all 1,000 people locked in right now. Please do hit the like button. Please do subscribe to the channel right here, right now. Every single one of you guys, please right now, like, subscribe. Go subscribe to Mancunian Way. Subscribe to all the channels that are in the description. And big up to everyone who supports us as well.
You know what I do? And before you jump on, one thing I will say is,
Yeah,
I think
tell-
this is going to be one of the most excitable Premier Leagues you've seen in a
you
goddamn
see that
long
every
time.
year.
No, but every
Same
year,
every
it gets better, Hussam. It's not like it's not. I mean, let's be
You are
real.
going to get
I
some
agree. But
Premier
back
League
to Arsenal.
innit?
Back to Arsenal. What is it that me and Martin said on the Arsenal thing that you disagree with, Dayo? Tell me.
I don't disagree with the pressure on the manager of the club. I was just talking on a pocket of things, which is like on the financial side. I'm saying the fact that we're all trying to win the Premier League and you are the favorites and you're spending just as much as we're spending, or we're spending just as much as you are, and City is doing the same just to be able to win that. Any one of us that does not win in financially, that's disappointing, is what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Of course,
100%.
the pressure on the manager, we all know this. We've said it over and over and over. You're not going to beat the camel over the head with the whip 25 billion times. We know that Arteta has the most pressure. It is what it is. And that is why, for me, when people are saying, oh, Arsenal is not doing what they're supposed to do, I just laugh. I'm like, look, for me, I look at my club and I look
Tell
at
me what you said off camera about the Eze thing as an example. Tell me.
about Eze thing. Yes, I said for me, for Eze, I'm not flipping out if we don't get Eze. I'd flip out when the window closes and we don't get a left winger. I want a Rafael Leal in the left wing, then we can go and look at Eze. Because the position that Eze is going to really genuinely occupy is not the right 10, which is where Odegaard occupies. Eze plays in the left 8 for Crystal Palace a lot of times. And in the left 8, we have Declan Rice playing there. So my point is, are we benching Declan Rice to bring in Eze and then play Declan on the right? Or what are we trying to do here? Because we don't have the left wing. Right now, Trossard is injured. And even if we don't sell him, he's not going to start the season with us. It's going to be only Martinelli. Maybe Madueke can come and cover up a little bit, but I see him playing both left and right to give, a little bit of rest to Saka. So for me, it's about fixing the things that are the issues. Last season, our major issues. Number 1, we didn't have a striker. We fixed that. Number 2, squad depth. We fixed that. Number 3, discipline. I haven't seen it yet. Let the season start. We'll see how disciplined the players are to avoid red cards. Because last season we drew 14 games, 6 of them we played with 10 men. That's 6 red cards. That tells us that the players are indisciplined. And if you're indisciplined, you're going to cost yourself the league. So I'm not blaming referees or anybody. This is indiscipline. Do what you need to do to stay on the pitch. Simple. I don't care how you do it and what you need to do it. So for me, the key thing now is that left wing. If we go in and bring in a top left winger, if we can't get Rodrygo on loan, which they speculated, which I think now he's going to City, get me a Rafael Leal. Get me somebody who can take up that left wing right now, because we have a striker now and let's go into the season with that. Then you can go and get me Eze. But the Eze thing is not. I asked you this question in the last stream, Hussam, when you and I sat down in the stream. You said, "Oh, if we don't, the Eze is important for us." And I asked you, I said, with the way you guys have bought this window and the way City have been buying this window, Ahmed, let me ask you this question: do you think that if Arsenal buys Eze, that gets us over the line, over Liverpool or City?
Nah.
No. So again, do you understand what I'm saying? Like that doesn't get me over the line.
He's a good player, but he's not. He's a good player, but he's not elite. But my thing is
that's why I want an elite left winger. I want somebody on the left who, regardless of what it is, can be a game changer, right? You know, at any point in time.
Yeah.
Even when you watch Rafael Leao play this preseason, when his team wasn't doing well, he was shining. He looked good on the ball. He looked
he's the type to dribble past three players.
Leao ain't even that. Like, he's not even.
No. But what I'm saying again, how many? I mean, you keep every left winger we talk about. You just put them. The truth is, the left wing is stinking across Europe. But you have to get the best of the lot.
But what I'm trying to say is that let's be realistic. Is that when it comes to left wingers, Madueke is actually going to be starting a decent amount of games. You don't spend 52 mil or how much.
Again.
No.
That doesn't. I'll tell you why I don't parade.
Let him land. Let him land. I want to hear what he's saying. Let him land.
Listen. Madueke cost 52 mil. That's 52 mil. Yeah, he cost around 50 mil. So he's not going to be because let's be honest, Saka has got that right wing spot on lock. Unless he gets injured, Fez. But he's not going to be a rotational player. He's going to play a decent amount of games because Martinelli had a very poor season last season. So Madueke is going to come in and actually start a good amount of games. He might not start straight away, but ain't no way. That's your left winger. Like, I don't see you guys getting any other, because you keep saying Rodrygo, but we have to be realistic. Rodrygo's not going to leave Madrid.
I didn't say Rodrygo.
No. I understand that, but he's not going to leave Real Madrid to join like Arsenal. Like, unless he's fully forced out. But there's other suitors, i.e., Man City and Liverpool, so they're a lot higher in the priority than at Arsenal. Now, let's mention about Eze. The reason why I don't think that their title hopes is literally dependent on Eze, because even if you do get Eze, Ødegaard's your captain. I don't see. I mean, I think Eze is a very good player, but even if you play him on the left, you're not really getting the best out of him, because for Palace he plays a lot more in the middle. Do you get it? So unless he rotates with Ødegaard, that's not really going to happen because he wants guaranteed minutes.
Again, Ahmed, you're wrong. His heat
map will start.
Go check his heat map. His heat map is usually on the left.
Yeah, that's where Eze's going there.
His heat map is going on the left. He doesn't really play down the middle.
Yeah, he'll play in the middle for Tottenham. 100%.
He's going into the middle because Savinho will play
and then Kudus.
Savinho will go to the left at top.
Yeah. I know, but that's it. But that's different. I'm saying, like, again,
I actually understand what Dayo's saying, because this is Dayo's point. Dayo's point is, because of what Liverpool and City are doing, he wants a higher level player like a layout to try to help get him over the line. Now, here's the two problems. We agreed at the start of the summer, no one cares if Arsenal buys Ahmed and Martin. Arteta must next season. The pressure on the individual manager is 100% all on Arteta. Someone in the chat said it's not 7 and 10. Stop lying. Someone can't do math. If City don't win next season, it's currently 7 and 9. It'll be 7 and 10. So no one should say Pep out or anything like this, because Slot has delivered the league title.
Guardiola can roll it right off into the sunset with these banks.
Yeah, Pep can like not win the next 2 league titles. It's okay. Like, he's won 7 and 10, 7 and 11, right? With Slot, because he's already won. Because with Slot he's already won, people give him that leeway. Okay, this season's a failure. We didn't win anything, but guess what? We won the league title 12 months ago, so we're going to be a bit more patient with Arne Slot. The problem from Arsenal's perspective is there is no more patience. There is no more credit in the bank. There is zero left now for anyone to wait. Arsenal must deliver this season one of the 2 big ones, which me and I already agree on, either Premier League or Champions League, not even Carabao Cup, FA Cup, none of this shit. Like, you have to win one of the 2 big ones, or you need to leave. That's why I think the pressure is mostly on Arsenal. Now, here's the second problem that I have with it. This is my second problem. If we go based off of speculation and some reports, the reason why Arsenal won't sign Eze is because they signed Madueke. Now, Dayo is 100% right. We have to wait till the transfer window ends. But come September 1st, if it's made public information by whichever journalist that the reason why Arsenal did not sign a left winger is the Madueke signing, then there must be complete meltdowns in the Arsenal fan base, and it's justified.
But where did he go, Hussam? The one thing I will say to Dayo is, because this thing with the Rodrygo thing. Rodrygo has been known for the last month that he was likely to leave Real Madrid. We talked about it 5 weeks ago, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Was going. So it was clear Rodrygo was waiting. Looks like for that contact had been made. He was waiting. In the meantime, Eze looks like he's off to Tottenham. Was it Rodrygo or bust for Arsenal?
It wasn't Rodrygo or bust. Let me tell you. Do you know the first left winger that Andrea Berta spoke to when the window opened for Arsenal? Do you know who the first person he gave a call to that they actually reported that he gave a call to?
Nico Williams.
No, Rafael Leao was the first person. It was reported over six weeks ago.
Sorry, was he never after Nico Williams then? I thought you were after Nico Williams.
I know. I'm saying, but there's a list though. But I think Martin, there's a list though.
I know. There's A, B, C, D.
You get in contact. You talk to them. You see what.
So my point is, what if you sign no one on the list other than Madueke?
Again, my point is this, right? On that list, Madueke was listed for the right wing. That was where his name was on that list. On the left wing, the people we had on the left wing. Highly rated on the left wing was Rodrygo. We said in case there's a chance that we know where he wants to go, but in case there's a window, maybe something happens, them and City don't agree, we jump in there. Rafael Leao was being spoken to. We're looking at Nico Williams. These were all left wingers. Madueke's name was not on the left wing list. So let's not play this thing that the reason was signing Madueke. Again, Madueke played it on the right and was signed for a right wing position. You can criticize the price and say that's too expensive for a backup or a rotational player. Call it whatever you want, because think about this. If we go into the season and we don't buy a left winger, we still have Trossard and Martinelli right now, who play left wing. First and foremost,
can I throw you an option?
So my thing is, you're going
to get involved in the Sabino stuff.
Well, that's left to the club to think. Again, see, listen to this. Like I'm
throwing an option out.
I know, Martin, and I hear you. I hear that as a shout. Like I'm just saying. For me to be able to get over the line, if Liverpool is getting an Isak and you guys are showing up the way you are, I have to go for a top left winger. Somebody who is a top left winger, a Bukayo Saka on the right, and a Gyökeres. Let me know that my front three can deliver between all of them at least 80 goals. Like, I don't care how they do it. They should find a way to deliver me 80. Like, that's what I want, because that's the only way we're topping this Liverpool team and pushing Man City out the door. Like, it's the only way. If you look at it from a different perspective and say, oh, get this other player, he's talented. I hear it, it's a shout. But that player doesn't get me over the line. The same way getting Eze tomorrow doesn't get me over the line immediately. The place where I'm short the most in my entire squad, when you look at the Arsenal squad from the back to the front, the place where I feel like we have the most weakness is the left wing.
So who's currently the backup to Saka? Madueke?
Yes.
So not Nwaneri. You wouldn't say Nwaneri is a backup.
Nwaneri is playing a 10 role.
Because if you... Okay, carry on.
He plays where Odegaard plays. And again, you saw it in the game. When they took out Odegaard, they brought in Ethan Nwaneri. This narrative that you guys... We only played him on the right wing because Saka was injured last
I'm not saying he can't play 10, by the way.
He plays in the 10. He's not a winger. Ethan Nwaneri is not a 7.
Who is a winger anymore? I have this debate with my own family. Who is a winger anymore?
Listen, you see, now we change the narrative to who is a winger. We're talking about the
No, I'm not.
He's played on the right, though.
Dayo, I'm not attacking.
I know he might drift in,
Dayo,
but
I'm not attacking.
His best position is a 10 role. That's Ethan's best position, is all I'm saying. Now, he can drift to the right a little bit, come back, whatever. He's where he's comfortable on the ball. The same thing with Odegaard. So that's probably where he would slot into. If we play the Carabao Cup, you'll see him there in that role. On the right wing, you would see maybe a Madueke. On the left wing, you'll see maybe a Trossard or whoever we have there as a backup left winger. But I think we need to get a winger. Now, Ethan has played midfield all his life in his youth as well. So he's not a right winger. So let's not, just because we saw him play like 6-7 games when Saka was injured last season there, that's not the role he plays though.
Who do you want to sign left wing? Leao.
Left wing, if I can't get Rodrygo, I'll get Leao.
Okay, so if everything goes to plan, to what we've been talking about from the start of the stream, so Liverpool sign Isak, City sign Rodrygo, and Arsenal sign Leao, where does that put Arsenal's chances, in your opinion, at winning the league or the Champions League?
In my opinion, it puts us like a 1% chance higher than both of you. A 1% higher chance, because again, Pressure builds diamonds. Pressure build diamonds. This at this
So
point,
you're saying 34, 33, 33.
Yes, I'm saying like at this point, but like you don't have an option. They're better. You just have to find a way to nick it. You have to find a way to nick it.
I agree. You have to find a way. 100%.
At
Right,
this
so
point,
basically, all three of us have made our own team's favourites.
yeah,
What
I
we
said,
just established here.
like that's the way I look at it. I said it puts me because again, the way you guys have showed up, I'm looking at your squad and I'm saying if I go toe to toe with you, if I can nick a home win and a draw away, a home win, a draw away, a home win, a draw away between both of you all and between any of the other top teams that we play and every other team that we know that is going to struggle, we don't do that nonsense of drawing games. Just go in there and smash them. Go in there.
So you don't think so with Madueke? No, because I'm trying to understand here because when Arteta really wants a player, for example, he wanted Kai Havertz, he wanted Madueke, he wanted Jesus and everyone. Yeah, obviously Jesus got injuries. When Arteta wants a player, me naturally thinking that he's got a plan for him and he's gonna start him a decent amount. I'm not saying Madueke is gonna start every single game, but he's gonna start more games than he's gonna be sitting on the bench. So what I'm trying to say to you is
when four tournaments the next season. So again, yes, he will start many games, but will it be the Premiership? Will it be the Champions League? No. He's definitely going to start many games. We're in the FA Cup, we're in the Carabao Cup.
But with 50 mil,
so Ahmed, this 50 mil, he's 48 mil plus add-ons. If
that's a lot of money. Like,
yeah, listen. Elanga was 55 mil. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, and he's gonna be starting for a Newcastle.
Ekitike at Frankfurt is an upcoming, to me, still a young prospective striker for 19 mil. Nobody's talking about it. So let's stop this.
But Ekitike will play games though.
Pause. Again, I just told you
even if they get Isak, they'll just put him on the left and he'll play bare games.
He will play bare games. Listen, he will play games to win 4 tournaments. I think the narrative you're painting, like, oh, now that you have Madueke, you guys, that is who you have gotten, is not true. That's not. Yeah, he will play many games.
Okay, it's not true. But if you find out that Madueke is the reason why you didn't sign Eze,
then I'll be mad. Then I'll be mad when the window closes. But I can't be mad right now.
Eze just said he wants to go Tottenham, so that means if that happens, then
Eze is not the only left. Like I said, for me, Dayo,
Eze was twerking for Arsenal as well. Like he wanted Arsenal so bad.
Eze does not move the needle. Eze is an amazing player, but doesn't move the needle for me. A left winger is who I need. That's where I'm lacking in the squad. That's what Arsenal had a problem. If you look at the whole squad, at least no matter what position you want to put us, in every position, we're strong enough, except that left wing. So
Madueke is going to be putting them crosses on the left-hand side for Gyökeres.
Again,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Again, Madueke was brought in.
Dayo has already agreed. If that happens, he'll be angry.
Happens eventually when the window closes. Again, I can't.
Yeah, if that happens, he's already said he'll be mad at it. So,
I'll be mad.
You want to know something?
I'll be mad if that happens.
In the words of Igal, let's just wait. We'll see. Come end of the transfer window. If that's the case, I'll bring Dayo back with you guys, and he'll say it. It's disappointing.
I'll be mad. I'll wait till then because this was the same club that when I wanted a DM, they were acting like they weren't going to get anybody. And on the last day, they brought me Thomas Partey. I've seen this club bring Mesut Ozil on the last day. So again, I'm not going to sit here and turn around and be like.
Also seen him bring Sterling.
Sterling on the last day. So I'm waiting till that last day before I state my disappointment.
But the only reason I asked,
now I can point out my weakness and say that.
I asked, I think I wasn't having a go. I was trying to say the type of winger. Are you after an out and out, touchline winger, or are you after an intricate comes inside?
I want.
You're trying to propose to them for Doku or something.
Again, let me tell you what I want. I just want. I want. Listen, I want one of the top 3 or 4 top-notch wingers in Europe. That's what I want.
They've already gone. A lot of them have gone.
Well, hey, look, Leal is still there. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, if I need a name and I need somebody who's that good, who's up there in that class, somebody who can make something happen. I don't care if you want to hug the touchline, you want to cut in. This season, if you look, the last 2 seasons, we've conceded the least goals and come second, which means that defensively, we can see out games. Even in games that we lost from winning positions, right? 14 draws last season. This tells me something. If we can stick with our defense the way it is, we just need people up front that can make it happen and just close shop. I'm not interested in your beautiful football this season. I'm not interested in your super tactics. I just
I think
want
you
to
gave
go
up on
there.
the beautiful football 3 years
No,
ago.
no.
lad.
Yeah, I did. Me personally, I just want you to go in
You
there.
know what changed
Score a
Arsenal
goal,
life forever? A
lock it
Belgian
up.
blonde
Now we
man
understand my Dayo.
who
Dale's at
played
a
for
point.
Manchester
Oh,
City named KDB.
do it now. I want it now. No more excuses. Get it done.
Yeah. Even last season,
and Dayo agreed with
even last season, I told Hossam, I said, if Mikel Arteta won the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, I would still have changed him this season. I would have found a better manager if there was one available, if I'm the owner of the club. But I'm not the owner of the club. And I like what they have done so far now with what Andrea Berta has done. All the things that I listed as problems, I see that he has gone and checked a few of them. There's just one more place, the left wing. At this point,
Okay,
he
you
has
want to know
like-
something? I really like this panel. We'll bring it back, inshallah, again at the end of the window, and we'll have this conversation because I think this is a very interesting conversation. Anyway, listen.
And we'll bring it
Yeah,
back in May
yep.
when I've got all the.
You get me? Martin is the great analyst, as the chat is telling us. You get me? Dayo is saying he will criticize his club if they don't get a left winger. And
It's
Ahmed
my
is just
own fan base who hates me or something. My
definitely.
own fan base
What
hates
did you
me.
say? What did you say?
I said Ahmed is a Baleba sitting in 15th. Anyway, make sure you guys go subscribe to AE United TV, subscribe to Banter on the Pitch, subscribe to the Bridge Nation, and subscribe to his channel name is not actually Oil Money. His name is the Mancuni anyway. So it's in
Yeah,
the
that was
description.
just, yeah, it's not really.
It's in the description, guys. Go give him a subscribe. And anyway, guys, this stream.
No wonder he said they're putting oil in his car when he came.
Yeah, he's putting oil in his car. Yeah, let's not
Watch
say
this
what
now.
I heard.
Savinio won't go to Tottenham and Rodrygo will end
Then
up
he's
at
putting
Arsenal,
oil
and
in
I'm
his
like,
car again. He's gonna go electric.
Don't
He's
jinx
gonna
it.
go electric. Anyway, guys, we're gonna redirect you over to Staffy TV. He's live with Mo.
Oh, Staffy.
What's
Bilal
that?
Alek, yeah, please. Just type in Cass on the chat. Yeah, it rattles them so much.
Casemiro.
Casemiro. Yeah.
Okay, you want to know something? Let's
Staffy's
type in
winning the league.
Casemiro raid.
Staffy's
Here.
winning the league. We didn't even get
Yeah.
to the United
Copy
part.
paste this message right here for
Casem-
Ahmed.
Please, yeah, for me.
Casemiro raid.
Ahmed, just before you go, please just say one line for me because I need to hear it. Say United are back. Just say United are back.
Nah, I can't delude myself. Bro.
Anyway, Casemiro raid in the Staffy chat. Don't go anywhere. Go over there, type Casemiro raid. I'm gonna type it in his chat as well. Love you all. I'm gonna see you guys back tomorrow, inshallah. Peace out.
I need to see this, bro.